法轮大法也称法轮功，是源于中国的传统修炼方法。通过练功打坐，可以使学练者身心健康，道德回升。修炼文化在中国有数千年的历史，也成为中华文明的精神基础。法轮大法在1992年由李洪志师傅传出，法轮大法在中国和世界各地红传，到1999年，法轮功已有超过1亿修炼者。
I went down to the park and I tried these exercises, and I was just like, afterwards, I just felt so light, and I was like, wow, this is pretty powerful.
In many of the exercises that I've done in the past, once you complete the exercise, you sort of have to, I used to take a nap, to tell you the truth. With Falun Dafa, you feel more energized, you feel more relaxed.
I'm a pretty big guy, so usually you walk around, you're big, you feel heavy. You know, like after practicing the exercises, I felt light, like completely light. When the practice talks about the energy in the body and the circulations and things like that, I could really feel it from the start.
It's different from an aerobics class or from weight training where you're building your muscles. But if you're very stressed out in life, your hormones will go up. So if you're not healthy internally, it affects your metabolism and it'll affect your ability to develop muscles and actually get fit.
中国传统医学认为，身体健康与心理健康是相关的。法轮大法同时陶冶心灵和身体，增强人体的自然免疫力。
I had a very, very bad immune system. I was sick all the time. And I came to the practice for spiritual reasons, but I immediately stopped getting sick. I kept thinking, why am I not getting sick? I kept saying, what's wrong? As a matter of fact, I go to parties now, and they used to say, oh, give the sick babies to Jeannie. She never gets sick.
When I do the Falun Dafa exercises, I feel an energy in my body that's very subtle and hard to describe, but it feels very good. I could have very little sleep and I'll feel awakened, but not like a coffee energetic, like a very calm and collected energy. And that 1 hour can feel like a day, and then I'm refreshed and ready to go.
When I first learned the exercises, I felt as though I was floating on the ground. I could feel energy vibrating off of my body. Some people ask, how do you know this energy exists? Well, some people are more sensitive than other people. Some people who practice Falun Gong feel as though there's a warm current that traveled through their body and they can have the sense of that.
The first time I did the exercise, when I started putting my hands around the abdomen area, especially every single time the cycle completed, I felt like there was hot water rushing through me. Very, very comfortable.
In addition to the exercises, Falun Dafa practitioners attain mental and physical wellness by applying the principles of truthfulness, compassion, and forbearance in their daily lives.
Well, when I was little, I would stare like at night, just sit on my bed and look at the stars and think, why were you here in the first place? Why do you even exist? And most of all, where do you come from? First time I read Falun, the book on Falun Dafa, I felt a lot of those questions were just immediately answered. And when I found this inner peace within myself, that was when I decided I wanted to go into a direction that was more art-related.
Applying truthfulness, compassion, and tolerance to my daily life is the greatest challenge of my life, actually. You would think it's so simple, but, therein lies the challenge. But everybody else around you feels it, because you become lighter, you smile a lot more, and you become much more genuine. I know that my wife feels that Falun Dafa has made me a much warmer person and a much kinder person, and benefits the whole family, not just for me.
Well, I think the best benefit is the peace of mind. I have incredibly peace of mind. My family certainly has benefited. My husband said to me within a month I was much easier to live with. You know, you practice according to truth, compassion, forbearance. You know, when you try to live by those principles, you improve yourself so much.
An example is an argument with my wife, which is a regular thing that can spring up. You know, over time I've just learned that I should try to forbear those arguments and not contribute to it, you know. Falun Dafa is really up to oneself. You know, you get out what you put in. If you put the time in and study and exercise, you really do see changes.
The first time I heard about Falun Dafa was actually when I was 12 years old. At the time, I was going through a rebellious stage. I barely talked to my parents. You know, I come home, slam the door. The meditation taught me to look within. I started talking to my parents more. I started respecting them more. So my mother was very happy because, you know, it's like she got her son back. I didn't think I could get into meditation, but hey, I was doing it.
全球多个国家、各个民族，男女老少都有人修炼法轮大法。《转法轮》一书被译成40多种语言，可以在网上免费下载阅读。5套功法免费传授，人人都可以来学。还可以咨询您附近的教工学习班。登录法轮大法.org 网站，可以阅读更多资讯。